All right, my Jupiterians, let's begin. There's a couple different things going on at once for you, Sagittarius. I feel like you're really pushing yourselves to expand right now. I'm also hearing like rapid development in certain parts of your life, like things are expanding very quickly. You might see a lot of progress made in certain parts of your life. I'm hearing it's not coming out necessarily in the cards, but one of the things I heard immediately when I started to meditate and try to get downloads and get into your energy was I saw the first house. So the first impression that you make is very important right now. First impressions are important. Also, Sag, it's really important to let yourself be in the spotlight right now. I think that might be difficult because you might not be getting support from the people in your life around you that you really want support from the most. But there are other people that, in spite of that, are, I think you're getting some praise. You will get some attention for some good stuff that you've done and some praise. It might be difficult to accept that praise with gratitude because it's not coming from the people you were hoping it was coming from. Because I have a family card here with some judgment and your sovereignty is being challenged. So if you're doing great in career and great in all these other places, but the people that you come home to or you call family aren't being supportive, it can actually cause kind of a trauma response where we're afraid to accept any praise for accolades. We almost feel like we can't. So if you're feeling hesitant to accept praise and like accolades and acknowledgement at this time, trust that the people that value you and what you bring to the table are being honest with you. Yeah, that's important. So the energy for the middle of the month is interesting for you. First card out of my first oracle deck is chaos. There is chaos around you right now. Life might feel chaotic. That's actually kind of normal for a Sagittarius because you're a mutable fire sign. So if you look at fire, it's inherently mutable. You know, with a little bit of oxygen, it just grows and expands. So sometimes the mutable energy of fire can be chaotic. You guys are like little whirlwinds. Not that you cause chaos, but I notice Sagittarians, I notice all mutable signs are like, life is chaotic, so whatever. You're used to dealing with the chaos frequently. So life is a bit chaotic right now. You've been very generous. Generosity is in focus right now. In spite of chaos, you may be feeling very generous at this time. Trust is important in a creation. Patience is the catalyst or the challenge. Something is changing and turning into love. Okay, this could be about any part of your life. You need to play the long game right now. And trust and patience are very important. I think you've been very generous. I think you've put a lot of energy and effort into something. I think you've been going on faith that something will work out. And it's about something that's being created. I'm hearing you have to be patient, trust the process, trust that your generosity and your time and your effort towards something that you're creating will pay off. Be patient. Be patient. Watch out for, being too generous and too trusting. But I feel like there's like a creation, there might be like a creative project that you're working on, something you're doing, and it's kind of chaotic at this time, but you've got to be patient with yourself, one step at a time, trust the process. You might be doing some pro bono work right now, like putting a lot of effort into something with little in return, kind of hoping it will pay off. So just breathe through this chaos. Make sure you feel that trust in your body towards what is being created. And I think that whatever you're working on or creating, you're going to be noticed for at this time. I have this, sorry, you guys, I'm really hoarse. I have this amazing new deck called the High Vibe Portal. You can find it on Etsy. A friend of mine named Sheena made it. She's a wonderful oracle deck creator. Check out the deck on Etsy. High Vibe Portal. It's really great. She sent me this to use it. So Showcase is coming out. It says, own it. Showcase. You are worthy of celebration. You created it. Own it or change it. And also gratitude. Highway to high vibes. Give with grace and receive with humility. The solar plexus is coming out, independence, power, balance. Be aware of your solar plexus and what you're responding to. The solar plexus is about what lights you up and your passion response. I'm hearing, no, I did all of this on my own. I'm in charge of me. I am enough. I am worthy. I'm excited about my life. I think you're focused on your personal power and independence. You're trying to bring things in your life back into balance so that you can allow yourself to feel your own sacral response to life. Like, what is my passion response? What lights me up? What do I want to say yes to? What do I want to say no to? I do think you are being asked to just thank you and say, like, I feel like people will be singing your praises. Like, you created it, own it, or change it. You are showcasing your talents at this time. Be proud of yourself. People may be saying to you, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Did you do this? Say yes. Some of you Sagittarians are different from the other fire signs. You don't wear your ego on your sleeve quite the way Leo and Aries do. If you have Leo and Aries in your chart, I'm not dissing you. That's not a bad thing. It's part of your purpose. So it's one of those weeks, I think, Sag, where you're allowed to like puff your chest out a little bit and be like, hell yeah, I did that. I also think you're learning to listen to your own sacral response, and it's allowing you to move towards, your sacral is leading you towards places where you can create things that you're proud of, where you will be acknowledged, where there will be gratitude. I do think there is high vibe folks around you that want to give to you and want you to receive with that grace and humility. I'm hearing compliments, adulation. It's also possible that you may be given a raise, kind of in the spotlight right now, feeling excited in a lot of ways. But it's interesting. Right now, I feel like there's a lot internally changing for you, and you're thinking about what brings out the best in you and your own destiny at this point, because the sun is coming out. Your immortal spirit, your purpose and destiny are involved, but also with Neptune, which is about our visions and our fantasies and our yearnings and our longings. There may be potential for illusion, though, as well. But I feel like it's a vision of who you are as a person. You're dreaming about the highest version of you at this time and who you could be and who you could become as you evolve and unfold. We never stop evolving. We never stop unfolding. The truth is, on planet Earth, you've never really arrived, ever. So let go of that, like, when have I arrived thing. We're always changing and growing and blooming. There is something changing here. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Uranus and Neptune. I think that some of you are the vision for yourself and who you are as a person is getting some kind of shakeup. With Uranus and chaos coming out, things around you might be happening, Sagittarius, that cause you to have a new vision of yourself and your future. I do think that you're feeling very rebellious at this time. I think that you are sensing that you may hit some kind of a glass ceiling soon. And therefore, I'm hearing that you want to get like a jump on that. And it could be with a job, a relationship where you're living. It's very personal. And you're realizing like, okay, if I hit that glass ceiling and I need to make some kind of a change, I have to have a vision for what that is first. What is it that I long to be? How can I make my own dreams come true here about myself, for myself, that brings out the best in me and allows me to move towards a destiny that is right for me, that has purpose, that makes me feel good about myself? You're very dreamy. You're very prone to change right now. I can also see down here with Vesta, you feel like you need to play it cool in a lot of ways. Some of you are thinking about freeing yourself from something. I can see that through the tarot. And you're starting to see that there could be more to you and more to a situation for you than there had been before. But again, might not be getting all the support that you want to entirely. I'm also hearing that, again, this is a general reading. It's not true for all of you, but it may be true for some of you. It's coming out in the cards. For some of you, some of your closest friends or maybe your own family are a little jealous. It's a struggle for them to be supportive because they It's hard for them to support you because you've surpassed them in some way, is what I'm hearing. Because quite a few are you're just different. Maybe you're the black sheep, the horse of a different color. I am in my family. I feel that. Four cards came out of this other oracle deck I have. Family came in reverse with unplug. And then the card of judgment, the scorpionic energy, and then more scorpionic energy with shadow work. Sovereignty is in reverse. You need to focus on perspective. Your perspective needs to change. Okay. So when we have cards like sovereignty and family, you know, these people are very close, but they still know who they are in relation to one another. It's like, yes, we're family, but I'm still a separate being from you. It's called interdependence. But these cards are in reverse. So, and in between them are, I'm unplugging, there's judgment, someone's shadow side might be triggered, and I'm feeling like I'm not allowed to express personal agency and sovereignty at this time. So there may be some complex hierarchy, weird things going on for you with family right now. Of course, if this does not resonate for you, these messages might be for you about someone around you. You know, it could be a reversal. This could be someone else's energy where it's like, I'm trying to gain sovereignty and have, you know, a good, decent relationship with my family, but there's judgment here and someone maybe is unplugging from the other person, because this looks like things aren't really going right. It's like kind of trouble in paradise with family. So, or maybe close friends. Family, if you don't have family close by, it could be like your community, people you consider family around you. You may be disconnecting from them a bit because there's some judginess. You and another person are judging each other. It is triggering maybe your shadow side. So like, it's a really good time for you to be like, hey, why do I keep getting myself into situations where my own personal agency and sovereignty is being challenged? How am I handling that? Am I struggling to disconnect from my own judgmental people and family? It can be like, if you got like family that's not really getting along right now and you're feeling in judgment of them and you need to unplug from them and all that, it can still be hard to free yourself completely from it. But the card is on the table. It's just in the reverse. What can you do to make it clear to yourself and others where they end and you begin, and where you begin and they end? I feel like you're putting up some boundaries right now with people by unplugging. It's like, if family time can't be like this, then I'm not really talking to you people. So you may feel like things aren't going well with family right now. Definitely go within and search if that resonates for you. Like, what can I do to make this better? Do I have to face the way I really feel about myself and others? Yeah. I'm hearing that some of you need to hear you can't have your cake and eat it too with your family. Like, you have to radically accept them for who they are, even if they don't radically accept who you are. I'm also hearing stop going back for support from people that won't really support you. Yeah. And also, Spirit wants you to look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, how am I contributing to this? And how can I change this pattern where everybody's shadow sides are triggered and people are being judgy? I'm also hearing that some of you have an ally in a friend circle or a family unit. You don't know it though. You don't know it. Okay. You have an ally that you're not aware of in family at this time. So focusing on independence and focusing on your creations at this time, redefining, allowing yourself to change and grow beyond, focusing on you, showcasing what you're proud of, getting in touch with what lights you up. You'll be very graceful and gracious and dignified right now. Recent past, Nine of Pentacles, the Star, and the Knight of Pentacles. Clarifying this is the Three of Wands, Judgment, and the Ace of Swords. I just heard someone say thank you. I just heard someone go, thank you. No, many readers don't name out the cards. Okay. I'm glad you like me naming all the cards. I like that too. So you were putting a lot of hard work into something. You had high hopes. You were very focused on your self-worth, your money, your independence, doing really well. I think you've been putting a lot of work into financial freedom, very focused on the future, and wanting to make decisions with a lot of clarity that lead you in the right direction. Because the star is very hopeful. That's Aquarius energy. I also have, Scorpio energy. And this Knight of Pentacles works really hard on something, but doesn't do anything crazy or erratic. Like plays it by the book. What you see is what you get. I put one foot in front of the other. I'm kind of a perfectionist. I don't do anything wild or crazy. I'm very predictable. I just nose to the grindstone, set up my predictable pace, and I work hard and I go for it. And I hope I'm going in the right direction. I really want to make decisions that lead me to this Nine of Pentacles star feeling. I'm also hearing that you would like to get out of chaos. You've been working to get out of chaos and get more into a predictable pace, but the star is about like change and freeing yourself from chaos. So I think you've been working your way out of something towards something in a lot of ways. And a lot of it may have to do with like financial freedom or creating a better life for yourself. Maybe even moving or relocating, because with the Three of Wands and the star, I also have the Tower here. For some of you, you might be thinking about relocating in a very big way, like changing jobs, moving somewhere else. I'm also hearing some of you are working for a company right now where it's kind of dicey, like you don't know what's going to happen with that company. I'm hearing something about like, we don't know if we'll get more funding for next year. We don't even know like what department this will be called next year. Some of you, like things remain to be seen for an employer. But I'm also hearing that others of you there's like huge growth potential for you in career right now. And also for like sovereignty, because sovereignty is something that's important to you. Just not sure how to claim it entirely at this moment. Some of you do need to hear a little bit of a harsh truth. If things are so bad, then you know what you need to do to leave. Yeah, you may have to make a sacrifice of some kind. So working really hard towards something, wanting that breakthrough, wanting to move forward towards like this independence and feeling good about yourself, putting the work into it. But your current energy is the Tower, Temperance, there you are. And then two cards came out, Eight of Cups to the Two of Swords. Clarifying this is the Seven of Swords, the Sun, that's Leo energy, and the Ace of Pentacles. So we have Sag, Scorpio, Leo here. This looks like I may think about like quitting my job, moving, relocating. It's also possible that like sometimes the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles is like a brand new job. It could also be an engagement or a relationship. But this is something you feel the need to keep to yourself. You're being strategic about something. So the Tower is a big change, like kaboom. You know, it's Mars, it's Uranus, it's like kaboom, it's aggressive, it's kind of in your face. You're trying to be calm, no sudden moves. Sagittarians always determine the purpose of what they are doing before they do it. Not like Aries. You're not impulsive. You're not impulsive like Aries are. You'll hold still for a minute and you're like, okay, I need to determine what's going to happen next. Eight of Cups to the Two of Swords. That's a surface level choice about whether or not to like walk away from something. For some of you, right now, you may think about like taking another job offer and walking away from a current career or something like that. You know that you need to leave something behind and move forward. You're trying to be calm, cool, and collected. I also think you're trying to be optimistic. The choice is yours as to what to do next, but there's like a seed that you want to plant that will manifest into abundance, but you feel like you need to be sort of slick and on the down low about it. So it could be like getting into a relationship very quietly, but you've got to walk away from something else. You're not really sure. Or it could be, you know, a new job. It requires you to move, relocate. You're not really sure what to do. You're not really sure if you're going to say yes to something or no to something right now. I'm also hearing you're looking out for yourself. This Seven of Swords is like, I trust no bitches. I keep my plans to myself. Like Temperance is kind of stone-faced. Never let him see you sweat, right? You keep a lot. You're keeping quite a bit. I'm hearing you're playing some of your cards really close to the vest. There's also, I'm hearing for some of you, you have like this baby, this project that you're working on. You're not really sure what to do with it. It's a secret sauce for you. Play your cards right. Some of you may jump ship, switch teams very quickly, something like that. But you know it would be a major shakeup. Some of you may, again, it might be about a relocation or something like that. I'm also hearing that for some of you, a relationship is like really up in the air. Like you can't even determine what your relationship will look like 2 years from now or 1 year from now, because like there's a bunch of stuff changing in your life. There's a bunch of stuff I'm hearing that's changing in their life, like work, where you live, where like somebody's kid's going to go to college. It's like a lot of things have to play out first. And I bring all that up because I'm hearing it, because some of you can't decide what to do next because you're not sure what's happening in a relationship next. Okay. That's just where it is right now. Near future Sagittarius, the Eight of Pentacles, work towards something successful. Six of Wands, up on my high horse, being celebrated here. You may be celebrated at work for something, but also the moon. But here's the thing. Five of Swords, Three of Pentacles to the Hanging Man. The first thing I want to say to you, Sagittarius, is don't you dare let anybody else take credit for your work, because this looks like you may have worked very hard on something and it's something that you deserve to be proud of, but it's hidden. Like your success is being hidden. Almost like if you created something, your name isn't in the byline, or if it is, it's in fine print. And I say that because I have the Five of Swords with the Three of Pentacles and the Hanging Man. And this is with the Eight of Pentacles and a success. So it's like, this is like working on something to achieve a success. But with the Five of Swords, with the Eight of Pentacles, watch out. People might steal your ideas. They might steal your work. They might try to take credit for your work. Because this is like, God damn it, I should have said that I owned that project to begin with. Like, now there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know what's going to happen next. I do think you're fighting through something. I'm also hearing that this Five of Swords is, take that, assholes. Like, you're irritated with something and you're with other people or something, and you're like, whatever, I'm just going to mind my business. I am proud of myself and what I'm doing. Other people are recognizing and rewarding what I bring to the table, but I don't really know what this is going to yield. Here's more of Piscean energy with Neptune, but now we also have the moon. Things remain to be seen in the future. I know you're going to work through quite a bit here. You're trying really hard to make something work, but it isn't easy with the Five of Swords. Like there might be anger, there might be just egos and competition and jealousy, or you're not 100% sure what you're working towards in either a career or a relationship or something. But you're still at it. And we have the World here. So where is this going to go next? There's also a lot of competition. People not really working well together. There may be too many people involved in something. And it's like, okay, well, I'm trying to make this work. I do think I'm putting myself out there. I'm making it clear, like what I bring to the table, what I'm good at. I'm trying to work towards success, victory. This is either a marriage, a job, or a promotion. What I say about the Six of Wands is I got the girl, I got the guy, I got the job. You may also have jealousy around you. Watch out what you put on the internet. I'm hearing that people just aren't being as supportive and nice as, they could be right now. But in regards to what you're putting your effort towards and this decision that you have to make, I was like, Spirit, what is your advice? Spirit's saying you need to surrender to the divine and hold on to your vision. So you do have a vision right now, right? And Spirit's saying surrender to the divine and hold on to your vision. Confidence is key to your success right now, Leo, and a new start is coming, okay? So new start is coming with the world. I think you're working your way out of something towards something. I really do. And Spirit's like, it's no time to be a coward and it's no time to do an about face. Other people might not be making your change and your growth easy for you. You may have to make some tough decisions right now with not a lot to go on about the future, but know that a new start that you're waiting for is coming and you need to be confident. Your confidence in yourself will be key. The good news is you're a fire sign. You're born with confidence. Hang on to it. Use it. You're the star. You're being divinely guided. Yeah, be confident at this time and just surrender to the divine. All right, so here's what's going on with somebody around you. I used a lot of oracle cards to clarify this person, and I will clarify more. I'm really sorry about my congestion this morning, you guys. As many of you know, I have chronic allergies. So the way this person sees themselves is strength. They could be a Leo. So they're being strong right now. Maybe stiff upper lip, taming ego, pride, raw emotion. They're trying to do the right thing. They may not be saying a whole lot right now. Clarifying this is rendezvous and leather, lustbound. This person might be trying to resist getting together with you or resist. There's like maybe a sexual temptation. You might be trying to resist them. They might be trying to resist you. This person also, I'm hearing this person saying, I'm trying to be good. They're trying to be good. They're trying not to get together with people, jump into bed with somebody too quickly. They may be resisting something. They may be resisting something from a past love, because that's what clarified here. Because the way they feel is the Seven of Cups. Well, they're not really sure how to feel. And clarifying this is past love interference. Okay, if there's something between the two of you, you need to know that someone from the past might be interfering. They're not really sure how to feel. They have a lot of emotions to choose from, and they're not really sure how. So this may be them resisting someone else. You may be resisting them as well. Maybe you're the past love that they're resisting. I don't think so, though. What I heard was a past love maybe thinks about getting together with them. I'm also hearing this person used to just go on the internet, meet a person, sleep with them, whatever. They're trying to resist that now, because I pulled out the Romance Angel Oracle deck. I went right to the Love Angels and I said, what does Sag need to know about this person? Like, they're resisting other choices, temptation, past lovers, lustful rendezvous, and interference. And what came out was free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. This person is trying to free themselves from outside temptation. But here's the problem. I don't think they're doing enough to free themselves from it. They keep leaving the door open. Like, if you want to take back control of your life and you want a past lover to stop interfering with your life and tempting you, just block them. Like, they need to do something to free themselves from the temptation. Like, they need to communicate more clearly with a past lover. Hey, we're really done. They need to be free, they need to be truly free of this. They need to communicate with you. Like, look, this past person tempts me. You know, the sex was pretty good. They want me to go out with them. This person is trying to free themselves from that. They need to try a little harder, because the problem between the two of you is trust. Well, how can you trust this person if they leave the door open for an ex that tempts them? No wonder you're not sure what the future holds with this person or this situation. Now, keep in mind, I'm talking about this like it's romance or dating. This could also be career. I'm hearing that, like, past employers want you to come and work for them again. I'm hearing that someone may actually ask you to do something that's unethical in career. And, like, wink, wink, oh, nobody will know. Watch out for something like that. But they don't know how to feel. They're being tempted by a bunch of stuff. They do need to free themselves from all that and take back control of their lives. 2 cards came out for their action towards you. 2 of Pentacles to the 2 of Cups with the 7 of Swords here. They don't know what to say or do. They also feel like they can't be honest. They're trying to decide whether or not to talk to you about something. They also might be trying to decide between yourself and another person, like one life with you, another lifestyle. If it's not with you, they don't know what to do next. They're looking themselves in the mirror. And I think they want to talk to you, but they're like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, all right, well, what's that about? Standards and boundaries, heart on lockdown, integrity, because love potential. And I clarified this and I got give your relationship a chance. You know what I think is happening here, Sagittarius? Someone that you're involved with or having a relationship with, things have been going one way with us, but unbeknownst to you, my ex, who keeps coming back, just won't leave me alone. And I haven't been sure how to talk to you about it, but I want you to know that I do have standards and boundaries. My heart is on lockdown. I have integrity. I'm not caving. I don't want to cave into a past lover that's trying to interfere with our life. I'm trying to free myself from that because the truth is my heart's on lockdown and this is towards you. Give the relationship a chance. So I feel like what you need to know, I'm going to look into more of it in the extended, but I feel like what you need to know right now is that maybe someone you're involved with is being tempted by another person and they're not sure if they should say anything to you about it or not. If you're the past temptation, they're your past temptation, you might not be sure whether or not to talk to them. They may want you to give the relationship a chance, or someone wants them to give the relationship a chance. And I was like, all right, well, what's this person about though? Money, focused on money. I'm currently focused on my career and finances. My main priority is financial stability, and then unclear, but I don't know how I feel about this connection anymore. Also, jealousy came out. I'm very jealous and I can barely stand it. Okay, so money and career. And you were the 9 of Pentacles up here, Sagittarius. So you look like you want to have a really good relationship and a healthy relationship with money in the material plane. You also think you deserve the best in life. And, with the 8 and the Knight of Pentacles, you're proving to yourself and everyone else that you're not fucking around. You're willing to work for it. You really are. And you'll walk away from things that aren't creating prosperity in your life. So you also could be in competition with this person in some way. I think this person, I don't know what the relationship you have with this person is, Sagittarius, but you need to know, regardless of how they feel about you, they're not sure how they feel. They're very focused on money. This person may be very jealous of you if they think you do better than they do financially. So watch out for relationships where there's a lot of heavy emotions or intense emotions between yourself and another person, but there's also an element of jealousy in regards to career, salary, lifestyle. It's pretty hard to have a romantic partnership with the person who isn't sure how they feel about you because they're jealous of how much money you make and they let their exes back in their life. Yeah. So what? Oh, and they don't even know how to really be honest, or maybe they're in this weird situation. Watch out for someone who's a little melodramatic too. Oh, my ex called me and he wants to sleep with me, or she's being, slutty, but I want you to know that I didn't cave into that. Watch out for someone who's melodramatic like that. It's good that they maybe told you about it, but at the same time, it's because it's like a distraction for you and it's an irritation for you because you're trying to do something else. I'm hearing that some of you are in competition for something at work with someone. That person is going to quit and the competition will end and you'll get the job or the promotion. Don't worry about them. They don't even want the job. Okay. And that has nothing to do with this, but this person does want to give your relationship a chance though, but there's also this jealousy. Trust is the issue. The situation is calling for you to have faith and trust. So you have to build trust with this person. There may also be some forgiving and learning that needs to happen here. Yeah. So I am going to do an extended because it seems like y'all are trying to do something here. You're trying to accomplish something. You're trying to work on something. With the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords, it's like, well, and oh, and family and sovereignty in reverse, it's like, all right, they're not getting enough support for what they're trying to do. And then they've got this person over here that there could be a relationship with. Sagittarius, keep your heart on lockdown. You are not so desperate that you need to go back to some ex from 2018 and sleep with them. They're a player and a dog. Like, if they want you to give the relationship a chance, or if you want them to give the relationship a chance, you have to make a practical choice, and you have to keep your heart on lockdown with standards and boundaries. Yeah, until trust is established. They're telling me to pull back. All right, Sag, I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.